the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Atlanta. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now a five-time All-Pro. Here's Gale Sayers. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. And a guy that knows a thing or two about making tackles behind the line of scrimmage, Kevin Green, at it again.
How about the ferociousness that he played with? And you remember that long flowing hair that came out of the helmet? Almost like a lion's mane for him, right? Try to keep a lion away from what a lion wants to get. That was Kevin Green trying to block him when he was trying to accumulate quarterbacks and guys with the football.
On second and 11 now. Young under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kevin Green. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Young, and he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Bobby Wagner, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up fourth down. Here's Tressway now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So the directional kicking problematic there. They're going to spot this inside the 30-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Young to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They come up first and 10 at the 16. Oh, he shifts past him, and he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3. Pretty effective run there. Now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go, defense.
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Ready? 54, right there. 54, Mike. 61, matchbox lights.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that's complete to Cooks. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Young working out of the gun. He gets it to Cooks. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Ready, set.
Mike 5-4. Watch the out.
Hey, 2. Get it.
Young on first down. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, Young to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Got it. Check Mike 54. Mike 50. Hey, wahoo!
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Throwing again on second down. Young. Now Young loses the football. It's stripped. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Raiders 10, Falcons 7.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Let's go.
On second and 11 now. Young. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one.
Here we go. 70, Indy. 54.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
10 logo.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Will be okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Check. Watch for the 6-6. Bullet high. Hey.
Check 99. Check 99.
Check up.
They run on first down with Jackson, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
All day, baby. All day. Switch.
General West. Yep.
Now Saquon Barkley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Gator. 54. Mike 54. I got him.
from the gun. Steve Young. Got a man. It's Randy Moss. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Orbit. Ready?
On 4th down, Young. And it's caught. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
80 weapons. Check 43. Fire.
Here's Young from the shotgun. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Ready to break. Mike, 54 is Mike. Check. Watch. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Hit it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Saquon Barkley as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Final play of the half, Young looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready,
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Topper!
This is Barkley. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Set, ready? 15, line it. 15 line.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
Young on 3rd down. Man open, it's Moss, complete. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Right here.
Get it.
Now Young. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Watch the pass.
Ready.
Here's Steve Young into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Tillman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Following the interception, Young rolling to his left. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
X3, 218, chopper.
Watch the ship. Hey.
Go. Hey.
And they just get the play off. Now Young. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kevin Green picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Going for the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Gator.
Who that? Who that? Switch! Switch!
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Here we go, set. 10 Lobo. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Let's go.
Young on 3rd and 2. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'm not sure this is how they had it drawn out on paper, but this is going to work out for them and then some, right? They've got a big chunk they've got to pick up. They decide to check it down, and he just turns into a pure athlete and makes a huge play for them.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
54. Hey, me and you all day. All day.
Out of the gun, it's Young. Steps away to, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Steve Young, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Hey, high 7.
Check,
go.
Right, 54. Watch the run. Watch it go.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Kevin Green giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
3rd and 15.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down.
Look at me. Zipper. You're out. Bravo. Hey, Jack, get it.
From the shotgun, it's Young. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Atlanta. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch the slant.
Look at me. Go. Ready?
Young now, operating from the gun. Being chased out left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Come on now. Hey, alert 3.
6, 5. Undercook. 5.
Young will set to throw, and he cannot get away, and Young will go down. That's the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor doing what he does best. Here's Young on 3rd down, buying time to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the... This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Brandon Cooks. 63 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Falcons 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Willie Brown. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
1st and 10, Young. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kevin Green. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Young sets up the screen to Gordon. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Melvin Gordon. 60 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
It's Young on first down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Ryan Shazier able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Watch the run, watch the run.
To throw, Young. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long.
Tight right, tight right.
4 down, 4 down.
Check. Check hot route. Hot. Say go.
Now Young. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Young. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Greystone, travel. Hey, lock it.
Now it's Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Check right 54.
Young to throw. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Now here's Young. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4.
Hey, Zoo.
Young to throw on 4th. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. The running play does not work from the 5 on 4th and goal. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but Probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it.
And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild. And at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Here we go, 50-50. Mike.
One last shot for Young. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Raider, Willie Brown. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.
From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And, Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. They'll start here with Jackson. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Holt. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Credit the great Michael Strahan with a sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. A A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. That's already the third time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught one of the three.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Now look out. Rodgers lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Now Sanders. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready, break.
50 seconds to Mike. Come to my world.
General West.
We want it. Come to my world.
Let's go.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds.
15 line.
Check 50. Check 50.
Ready.
On second down, here's Barkley. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
On third down, Young. He gets it to Cooks. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down.
30 base.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that's complete to Cooks. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Down. 8, read. Topper.
Check 26. Check 26. Hey, check 24. Watch 22.
On second down now, Barkley. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. 14 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. and he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers now throwing again. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. On first down, Rodgers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Holt. That one good for 26 and a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Rodgers now on first down. He's going to go for a big play down, trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Willis, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now a first down throw for Young. Rolling to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Go.
On 2nd down, Young. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Here's Steve Young. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I got you. Hey, what's that? Hey, Delta. 54. Mike, 54. That's the run.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds his target, Beckham. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Rodgers going to throw. And caught by Thomas for a Jets touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass as they are now on the board here in the first half. Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Touchdown, Falcons! A big play there. 70 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
Jets take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up first and 10. They'll run now with Bo Jackson. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now a man open down the middle of the field. He's at the 40. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. They'll run with a big man, Bo Jackson. And a short gain here down to the 22. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They run with Jackson out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he connects with Ertz. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Hey, high 7. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And caught by Thomas. He's got a Jets touchdown. Michael Thomas. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Lutz good on the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Ready?
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Young, he'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Hey, Foxtrot. Hey.
I hope you brought your legs because I'm about to take you to school.
Ready?
Final play of the half. Young. Forced out to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be taken very short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are.
Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Willis. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. It's caught. Becker. And they'll get this down to the 10. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. To throw again on second down. Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Zach Ertz there to make the grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive.
Accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
Well, let the natural light of today reflect that he has now gotten into the end zone 2 times.
Look at you. You little Ralph Waldo Emerson, is that his name?
No, I was just going with the meteorologist. Said it was a day game. I'm here.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. On first down, it's Jackson. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. To throw is Rodgers. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Ball. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the 36, Rodgers. He'll dump this to Bo. It's complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A Jet 1st down, 18 big yards that time. Rodgers now on 1st down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Kevin Green. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. This is caught at the 20. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
Here's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On 2nd down, it's Jackson, and he stopped immediately there. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers, and the Jets are going to retake the lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed.
Say. I got motion, man. Me. I got this.
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, That's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Young, he'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Randy Moss, 68 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. This is fielded at the goal line. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Jackson. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Pressure brought in and the Falcons get there for the sack. Kevin Green picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On play action, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. First and 10 at the 18.
57. Mike, 57. You can't block me. You can't block me. Let's go.
Young to throw it. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, Orbit.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Hey, here we go.
To throw is Young. Going to throw again. Steps away to his left. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Hey, check Mike.
Out of the gun, it's Young. And that will be incomplete. Defensively, mission accomplished, and now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble, but theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Now Young throwing on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
319.
54. I'm trying to come. Run it! Slam. Box it.
On 1st down, it's Jackson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They face a 2nd down, but they are in field goal range. On 2nd and 11 now, Rodgers, and he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, Charlie.
Rodgers to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Odell Beckham there to make the grab as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Back to throw. And that's complete to Cooks. A gain of 6 there on first.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Young to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Hope. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 13-yard line. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Run flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
From the red zone now, Young. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guy's going down.
And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it. The 24-yard line.
It's over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Just like that. Hey, exit. Mike 54.
To throw is Rodgers. Going up top. And got his man complete. And that one results in 35 yards. The offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll run again with Jackson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. They'll run on first down. Jackson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Falcons' 21-yard line.
So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
Well, going into the final play.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch it, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, you be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Oakland. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Yellow. 54. Line 54. Exit.
They'll start out on the ground and Saquon Barkley. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Reggie White on the sack there, showing the explosiveness that led him to the Hall of Fame. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holt. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. On is the Hall of Famer Ray Guy to punt this away on 4th down. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check.
From the gun, Steve Young. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Mike 5-4.
Look at me. Zipper.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54.
Now.
Young to throw again. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 46-yard line.
Mike, 54. Check, hey, 43, 50.
Gordon. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Yellow. I got blue lane.
Check. Watch 54.
Yellow.
Hey, come on.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
At their own 32-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Check 31, check
3-0
31.
after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Got it. 6-6. Pull it high.
A first down throw for Young. Got a man. It's Randy Moss. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Young from the shotgun. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer, Willie Brown. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Yellow, yellow.
54. They were pretty quiet.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
On third down, Barkley quickly. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Elam able to put this one through. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
General West. Hey, high 7.
50's the mark. 50's the mark. Coming.
Get it.
Young working out of the gun. Being chased out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here we go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half. And now Young here throwing another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point by Elam, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Here's Steve Young. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the longtime Raider, Willie Brown. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. So the first catch for Jerry Rice, always fun to talk about. His career stats, Charles, they're so good. He leads in so many categories that we can't even get to them all.
Yeah, what do they say? He combines ridiculous statistical supremacy with crazy longevity. How about this? Most receptions, yards, touchdowns, just to name a few of the accolades along the way.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Mahomes going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that had far too much air under it. It's out of the back of the end zone, and the football will come out to the 20-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
We got 4.
Bravo!
Mike 50, Mike 50. It's coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Big grip.
Now Young. Throw left side complete. It's Holt. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Young. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Let's go now. 18 Gators. 5.
50's the mark. 50's the mark.
First and 10, Young. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check tight.
Here is Young. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there, because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Young. That's complete to Sharp. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. First down, Young. Buying time to his left. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Barkley. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll roll him out right. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
A first down carry for Barkley. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Alert 3. Alert 3. Shoot.
Again, it's Barkley. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 11 yards there, first down.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Tyler, 64, weak.
They'll try to throw now. Young. Dancing to his left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Looking to throw. Young. He's got his man Sharp, complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Now, the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you...
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10... And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for 6 and a Raider touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
Extra point by Elam, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Atlanta.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
You. Mike,
Now a first down throw for Young. Forced out to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Hey, box drop. Ready.
Throwing again on second down. Young. He gets it to Cooks. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23.
Let's go. And logo. Alpha.
And the Falcon first down.
Fire.
Young looks to throw on first down. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski. Complete. No gain there on the completion. Second and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. To throw, Young. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A gain there of 21 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Young to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the fourth quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holt. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 6-yard line.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now Gordon on first down. There goes Melvin Gordon. And he cuts right sideline and some room to go. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Melvin Gordon, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Steps away to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First down, Atlanta.
Here we go. Set. 90 Wolf.
You don't want none of that. Give it. Pick up the ball.
Quick down, quick down.
Greystone travel.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
On 1st and 10, Young. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Lawrence Taylor just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain there of 21 yards.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Tighten up.
Ready.
A 2nd down throw for Young. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Young now. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
Time to go, night.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Brandon Cooks there to make the grab. And the Falcons cut into that lead. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Lawrence Taylor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out before he knew it. He had hit the sideline. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons' defense yet again drops him behind the line.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.